Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first live Facebook event. Today, we're going to talk about how to deal with our ex in this social media era. So this is a tough one because one of the most important things that we can do to help ourselves when we have ended a relationship that's not healthy for us, a relationship that, it just didn't work, right, is to have some distance, to make sure that we don't see that person for a little bit as we take our time to heal, as we take our time to give to ourselves what it is that we need and to grow from this experience. Because part of loss is always learning. You can always learn something from a loss, from a painful experience in your life. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with you as to how you can deal with your ex online. Because, you have them on Facebook and maybe, they started a new relationship and you're curious about that other person and, what they're doing. So when we end a relationship, there's something that happens inside of us, inside of our brains. Lots of things happen, especially when we feel rejected. We go in a state of desperation. We want to get our lover back. We want to get that feeling back. Even if we know it's not the best thing for us to do, we want to do it anyway. And this is a very dangerous time because we're desperate. We want to get our lover back. So we sometimes do things that we might later regret. We might do things that can be very hurtful for us. So one of those things is that we can become kind of stalkers. So to help ourselves not do that, right? It's very important that we establish healthy boundaries. So first, it's important that we don't share our lives. Don't put your life out there. Don't put your life in Facebook. Don't share, this person did this to me, they lie, they're cheaters, don't do that. You might regret it later. Remember that on your Facebook, there's a couple of people there that are your true friends and that can be empathetic towards you, but other people, not necessarily. And people can be very critical and people can be very judgmental. So you are hurting and you need to take care of yourself. One of the ways of taking care of yourself is knowing who you share your most intimate information with. And Facebook is not the best place to do that. Also, try to disconnect from them. This is hard. Because breaking up is hard. Making that distance, creating that distance is hard. But it's going to be the best thing for you. Because if you're trying to forget someone, right, and you go on your Facebook page and you see them in a party and you see them, with someone else and you see them having this great time, because you know what? We post on Facebook the good times, right? If you take a look at a person's Facebook, everybody's life is perfect, right? And it's not that way. But of course, they're gonna post all those happy moments and they're just gonna hurt you. They're not doing anything more than hurting you and creating more of that desperate sensation inside of you. Anxiety, depression, so cut them off. Try not to have any contact with them, unfollow them, unfriend them, unfriend their families, anyone, from whom you could be getting information or pictures that can hurt you. And they're not going to do anything good to you. This also has to do, with our, just this tendency that we have. Again, we are curious. right? We want to know. So sometimes, we're just, oh, who's this girl that they're now dating, or that they are looking at, or that they went to that party with, and you start looking at that person. They'll obviously find out that you're doing that, but the only thing that that's doing is hurting you, and it's setting yourself up for more pain. So again, one of the most important things that you need to do at this time is to take care of yourself. You need to allow yourself to feel. You need to allow yourself to grieve, because this is a loss. And part of the grief process involves hurt, and maybe anger, and maybe, there's going to be lots of resentment. There's all these emotions, and you need to allow them to be. Share them with friends. Share them with people who care about you. Be caring towards yourself. Treat yourself as you would your best, dearest friend. And make sure that you are staying healthy. Make sure that you are sleeping well, that you're eating well, that you're exercising well, that you have support. Look for that support. Find that support. It's going to help you. Okay? For more tips about how to better move on from a relationship and how to find that peace inside of you, you can go to my website, www.movingonhelp.com. You can also contact me, ask me questions. I will be live at least once a week, so I am more than happy to hear from you, to hear your questions. I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. And take care. Have a wonderful week.